Astra's really, really good at getting a good scope of the map, placing your utility all over, and being able to potentially bait or hard push some sites that way.
All right, here we go. Map number 1. Here's our pistol round, folks. As they get right into it, Yellow gets into the first firefight. Is get taken out quickly. That does end up being a trade as they go 1-for-1 here, and potentially Lotus 8 now looking to switch over to defending over to the other side. And Pookie's gonna look to rotate.
Yeah, just testing the waters a little bit. Some exchange fire goes 1-for-1, but as the Haven Classic dictates, you hit A and then you just run C as quickly as you can. And sure enough, we have the 4 players grouping along. We do have a nice jump peek coming in from the Omen. The smoke's gonna come out as well. They do have a little bit of the read that they're able to get.
Yeah, they're trying to find this one out here. Ricky, who we saw in our All-Star matchup yesterday, gonna look to do a whole lot more of what they did then to pull this off here for Lotus 8, and it's a little bit of slow play coming in for Pookie. 45 seconds left, and they haven't really committed to anything. Like you said, it's very common for you kind of just like to push up to 8 to see what happens, and then make your way back here. But they are slowly starting to push up C here with 40 seconds left to go, and Hans is looking to try to be ready for that.
Yeah, Hansi with the aftershock prepped and loaded, knows exactly where he's going with it.
30 seconds left.
Going to execute if they start moving onto site now. RB moving onto it first. Is able to put down the smoke and be able to get here with relative amount of safety. Still 20 seconds left to go here, and they're still starting up this plant now. Renjon looking to get it down here.
There they are. Great arrow.
Spike planted.
Full 4Vs over Lano now to make their way over here, looking to find one more. Does find one. Turns to his right. Renjon will take him down. Works with the other. But here's Ricky, just like I said earlier, looking to do just what they did yesterday. Look at no, get that done. Lotus 8 get a big start here in pistol round.
Ricky comes up huge for his team. 3 versus 1 in the end there, and the defuse for the quick pistol round for Lotus 8. Well played by Ricky and well played by the rest of Lotus 8 for a nice start to this game.
Yeah, not leaving them a lot of time. Like at the end there, they had to full commit to C. There's no way that he could rotate to any other site, and the swarm grenades even slowed them down a bit from Ricky, who then was able to buy himself some time to flank around, and just, yeah, beautiful aim for the pistol round, getting a critical win to give them an early lead.
I'm kind of loving early on what we're getting from our crowd here, honestly, today. Because you could see them getting a little bit hyped for their players. They got hyped for Ricky making that clutch play right at the end. And what's so interesting about, compared to, it's a whole qualifier to get here that's played online. You're here in LAN now, the crowd plays a different factor.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's a different experience playing in front of LAN. Just the atmosphere, the noise, the lights, even the pressure itself. It's almost a completely different game. Playing on LAN and in person, not too much has changed though. A deke to the head still gonna kill you if you don't have 150 HP.
Yeah, Rosicle is just one tapping people. It's what you love to kind of see out there in Lotus 8 here, off to obviously a nice little start here right now as we watch RB watching over the double doors here in Garage, making sure no one's coming out this way. But right now, Lotus 8 looking to take advantage of a little bit of advantage here as we watch Ricky here with the Spectre, the kind of the hero of the pistol round, looking to continue more of that. But Pookie seemed to be pretty content with still playing things relatively slowly.
Yeah, I like the more controlled approach from Pookie. We saw last game and a lot of previous teams are very aggressive, but Pookie is just very much in control, does not want to make a mistake, and we saw last round, they don't feel the need to plant the spike if they've got time. They have 2 minutes in the round. They're going to use the 2 minutes in the round to find the best way.
Yeah, and sometimes you find out with a team that has clearly a lot of experience and a lot of practice together, where they just have a lot of trust that they know when they're going to pull out their execute. As we do see Quartz pick up a nice shot there to take down
30
one more
seconds
teammate
left.
there on Lotus 8. So that gives them this potential opportunity here on a 4v4 to keep pushing up forward. We have 25 seconds left to go still in this round, and like you're saying, just a maximum amount of patience. But they are pushing onto the C site now as Aizu is just around the corner.
Yeah, they were able to secure the site. Should get the plant down as well. It'll be 4v4 for the retake, but of course, Lotus 8 will have the gun advantage. Pookie's still walking their pistols. Lotus 8 gunning him down.
Steps up, grabs a couple of them. That's going to leave Renjon by themselves, and they're here reeling here a little bit. They have the Sheriff. Did they try to do anything special? At least force a couple of buys here. Not going to be able to even do that. And Lotus 8 will take the conversion up 2-0.
Yeah, no. Nice anti-eco by Lotus 8, or I guess bonus, I should say. Obviously the gun advantage, but still good there. They're able to keep three guns. Only 2 players are going to be on the weak eco. Not a terrible round from Lotus 8.
Yeah, and getting the plant off as well on Pookie's side, being able to get just that extra few extra 300 credits going into their full buy round. Maybe they didn't have enough for heavy armor, now they do.
Yeah.
It's a very common collective approach to the attacker side so far that we definitely didn't see a whole lot of in our first map between Imperium and Team Mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit more of like a purist tactical approach. Well, we saw lots of chaos in our first round, which was like really fun, especially from a play-by-play caster. That's the most fun. But this is the kind of stuff you come to see, especially with two really high-level teams, especially two teams that feel like they're really close in level to each other. And here comes the XP towards the C site, happening much sooner than in previous rounds. They're all sitting here in the middle of smoke. Aizu's gonna try to get this started. He's gonna take down two of them, eventually going down. Teammates can come over there and help him grab one more, but they're still trading back a couple more here, so that means Lotus 8 is here with a 3v2 and they're on site.
Lotus 8. Oh, he's going to flash out and take it out now. It's a 2v1. Is RV going to do his best on this killjoy? And yeah, unfortunately not going to find it. And it's going to be a bonus round win for Lotus 8 there. We talked about this both games last set. How amazing it is to win that third round after you already won the first two.
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause like like literally, it's the reason they call it bonus. It just feels like this extra thing where it's like you're okay if you lose it, but if you win it, it's just like it is this giant bonus that feels like you can carry that momentum. It almost feels like you almost feel unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly. It's psychic damage to them and a mental buff to your own team. You know, that morale boost that you get. Hopefully feeling themselves now. We saw a little bit of the players yelling, you know. It certainly seems like they're feeling themselves. 3-0 up on the round now.
Yeah, certainly getting things going here right now, and that's what we love to see right now. Both these teams taking things pretty seriously and taking things relatively slowly. We saw that kind of near the end of our first match day where like when things got really close, you saw everyone starting to play slower. And right now you're just seeing these two teams already pulling off that. We got Ricky picking up the first frag in this round already. That seems to be a little bit of a theme here. Lotus 8 getting early picks.
Yeah, Lotus 8 doing a really great job as well. We talked so much about how Pookie isn't committing, is taking their time, but Lotus 8 is also doing a fantastic job.
Volano making a name for themselves. Let's check out this. This is beautiful stuff from Volano. Pull out a big start to the round.
Yeah, really nice play. Just got the nice swing off them. Didn't quite see it on the camera there, but he did, just timing them, baiting off his teammates. Completely mowed them down. Really well played by Volano. Good shooting. And now we're back to a buy round. Should be full guns on both sides. So this is the round. This is the first really big round of the game where Pookie has to show up. Pookie has to perform. Otherwise, it's gonna be another round after this gone as well because of the save. And 6-0 on Haven is not the start you want.
Yeah, certainly. It's such a map. You like all the different angles you can attack in, and if you're just like behind the 8 ball when you're attacking this map, not that it's really an attacker favorite map or anything, but it just like it just feels really hard when you can't penetrate on this map.
I wouldn't say it goes so far as to say it's like attacker favor. Like there is. I would say there's attackers do have a little bit of an easier time, but it's not even like so many maps are like 8-4 at the half. But never mind that, we're dashing on site looking for kills.
They're trying to make this happen. They get a quick trade to get things started here. On's gonna come out there and get one more, but they're gonna make another trade, leading this now suddenly to a 2v3 in favor right now of Pookie. But they will get the spike plant down. Let's see what the remaining 2 members of Lotus 8 can do about it.
Yeah, Pookie, were able to pick up the rifles as well, so a difficult retake from Lotus here.
Dash prepped here for Prosicles with that op. Port's looking to help out here with this arrow. Prosicles now.
Clear site. All 3 players playing long and short.
I wonder what Quartz has got cooked up in terms of the Silva shock darts.
One enemy remaining.
Prosicles finds one, but gets traded back immediately, so that's just gonna leave one person by themselves. He can finish off by Renjon. Pookie get the first round win of the day.
Pookie needed to show up, and show up they did. Grabbed the first round. They do lose a few members, but even still, the first round is always going to be the hardest to get. Now let's get the momentum going. Let's keep the ball rolling, get a few more rounds. They're still down 4-1. Their eco is still not in a great place, but it's something. It's a start.
Yeah, we've been seeing that as almost a theme of the day, is that like when one team gets ahead, to get that round back from them, you have to like scrape and fight for it. Yeah. And if you can scrape and fight for it, you can get your momentum back towards themselves. And right now, that's what Pookie, of course, is hoping it's going to happen. They still have a little bit more work to do in terms of equaling up this eco, but let's see as they pull up now. They're being really aggressive and trying to get it right off the hop. They're just going to jump right into the face and take down Prosicles. Jello looking to make some aggressive plays. I saw Jello all over the highlight reel that we we've been showing off before this, and they're trying to make a new one now.
Yeah. And they do, in fact, get the plant down now. 5 versus 4 still. It's going to be 4-person on the retake, 5 people defending the retake. Killjoy ult is going to come out as well, buy some time for the attacking side. It does look like the defender side, though. They are actually going to go for the push on it.
So they come at it now, trying to get this one back. They get him 1-for-1 straight. Ricky's able to get that one back there.
That's all the members detained for 8 seconds. Going to eat the breach ult too. Now we see Lotus swarming onto site.
They're stepping up now. Big shot.
No.
Coming in for Jello to get one more there. Quartz now is just gonna back up and get out of there. Villano also content with basically just saving over that Vandal. Pookie will pick up a second round win in a row.
All right, smart save by the 2 remaining members of Lotus. As soon as they got KJ ulted there, by the 1 remaining member of Lotus, I should say. It was smart. As soon as they got KJ ulted, round was just about done. It was good to recognize that they need to get way out of dodge real quick and just save, or attempt to save, I should say.
Yeah, and this is a couple rounds in a row now that we've really seen Pookie not only do a good job of taking the site, but post-plant actually able to set up for the situations that they want. We saw the previous round with the Astra, and we had Kurtz somewhere far off, probably waiting his shock darts to go out. But yeah, very good coordination after the first few rounds. Let's talk to the crowd here. How are you guys liking the round so far?
I love it. I love seeing everyone out there. Love seeing all the cosplayers out there too. Y'all are making this event really, really fun and exciting for us all, including, of course, the people on stage. So we have Lotus 8 right now, advantaged 4-2, but Pookie is taking 2 in a row. Let's see if they can continue some of that momentum.
It never occurred to me how fun the cosplay would be for the players on stage. Like, winning a Valorant tournament, fun. Winning a Valorant tournament in front of Batman, that's so much better.
That's the dream.
Yeah, exactly.
That's completely the dream.
All right. Now we see Pookie back to their moors, slow and steady. Still got a minute left in the round though, so definitely got some time. And looks like now the site execute is going to be going on to C. There is the Grand Divide coming in from the Astra.
The chaos that the Grand Divide always seems to cause, just going to give them the opportunity to get on the site for free, because right now they're forced to back off of it from Lotus 8. But again, that does mean all 5 of them are available for this retake. You're seeing Sova Ultimate trying to come through, trying to use that Hunter's Fury to get a little bit of information. Ricky, though, is just going to step right up and take one down.
Oh my goodness, Ricky, that was brave!
Ricky's my hero. Just my personal hero. Standing up here, looking for another target here. He's going to try to take one down. Gets a little help from their teammate. Finish off a nice little 3K there for Ricky. But here's Renjon doing work for themselves, picking up their own 2K. They'll eventually go down, and Lotus 8 will pick up a 5th round.
Notable or a good attempt by Renjon, but Ricky, that was such an amazing round, and just there's no other way to say it. That was so ballsy. Just dry peeks the smokes, has no idea how many people could be looking at him. Dry peeks it, gets one, then gets out and keeps applying pressure. That was a fantastic round by Ricky. And sure enough, Pookie, a little bit distraught over the fact that Ricky just smurfed on them so hard, is going to call the timeout. See what they can get. It does look like they will have rifles for this round, so it makes sense taking the timeout just before the full buy.
Yeah.
Really, make sure you can think of a game plan, get your head in the game. They're only down 5-2, so by no means out at this point.
Yeah, and one thing I want to add to on top of that Ricky peak there that we were just talking about is that normally the tendency is to wait for Hunter's Fury all to be over.
Yeah.
But he was willing to just step up right away, and that's probably what surprised them so much.
Yeah.
They weren't ready for Ricky to be right there, jumping through the smoke while Hunter's Fury was still going on. So the cojones to be able to do that play is like, I don't have that. So I'm just so impressed by a play like that.
Yeah, no, Ricky, smart. You'll love to see plays like that because it's both incredibly confident, it is incredibly smart, and it's just it's an awesome thing to watch. It's sick.
Yeah, it's definitely super awesome as we're coming out of this timeout here now. Let's see if everything got focused again. 5-2 start here for Lotus 8 here on our first map. Again, if you're unfamiliar, this is a semi-final. The winner here will go on to meet up Team Mug over into the final tomorrow. So be sure to be around for that, folks, if you're enjoying the action here today. It's going to be even better tomorrow.
Whoever comes out on top here, we do already have standing ahead Team Mug.
Team Mug, yeah.
That's going to be facing off, and it will be a best of 5 tomorrow as well. Top tier, Ricky starting off quick, saying he wants to have a spot there.
Ricky getting it started really well. Jello trying to make something happen there, but they'll get taken down by Quartz quickly. That's going to leave it at a 4v3 now. Quartz, a numbers a little bit closer here. They eventually get
Spike
taken down.
down A.
Hans making these happen. Here's Aizu just sitting on spawn still. Not quite able to move from there. And the spike still hasn't been planted. There's still a lot of space for them to do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, 2 versus 2, rather split up from the side of Pookie here, though. Lotus 8 will hear the bomb going
Player
down,
standing.
and unfortunately, Ricky is always able to find it when he needs to. They now know they have the good the location of the last player, Hans. Should know he should be on site or in the area. 2 versus 1, but absolutely doable for the side of Hans.
Enemy remaining.
I was actually going to say they might be just content with like Hans just saving it and they're just going to be okay with the win, but they go hunting for him a little bit. Hans is going to come out here and clips this one out. Hans!
Huge round, isolates the 1v1 quickly, and then immediately has the game sense to turn, stun, and know where the other person is. Another huge round for Hans. Gets his team to win in a much-needed round.
That couldn't be bigger. I was literally just talking about how he might just be like, I planted, but I might just run out here and save.
Yeah.
And then really legitimately clutches it out for themselves. What a huge play.
Yeah, we were talking about how the potential that Hans has on that breach pick, that was utility used to the T. It was perfectly placed, knowing probably along with the footsteps that he had to be on that pixel angle peak there. And yeah, clutching it for the team in a dire situation after that tactical timeout too.
Now see Pookie going quick this time. Dash in with the dart. Fantastic utility usage to get that kill.
And this is exactly why, as much as there's more action going on, so let's just watch them fight him out. They're going to try to get this spike planted. They get the spike planter killed first, so there's a little bit of time bought by doing that. But nice shooting coming in from Volano to finish off a couple more.
And now it's just the KJ. KJ all by himself isn't able to do it. RV gets taken down in the 1 versus 3, and it's another round for Lotus 8, 6-3.
What I'm liking, what I'm seeing so far, specifically from Lotus 8, is that like they've tried to throw like almost curveballs at them to like kind of change up the pace here and there, but Lotus 8 has just kind of been able to handle it every time they've kind of like made that change of pace. So it's like really good to see a team able to adjust that quickly, and really 2 teams going at it at this high caliber.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is going to be one of the stories that I really want to keep track of. We saw it a lot in the last game, but adaptation over these long, best of 3 sets are going to be so important. It's not just how good you are; it's how good you are and how good you are at countering them, and how good you are at countering their counter, and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah, it's like when I go out to play, I pretty much just have like one strat, and I just like, if that works, then I win the game. If it doesn't work, I don't have anything else. That's what keeps me at plat. I can't do anything better than that. So it's like these 2 teams show that their ability to, a bunch of immortal players on these teams and stuff. So it's just showing that they. Mortal Plus, to be honest. It's just showing why all these players individually are so strong, but also as a team they just adjust well, and we're seeing it in spades in this matchup so far.
Yeah, it's been, they've had some good teamwork together. I don't think there's been on either team so far this game, there's been really any goofs. Like, no one had a miscommunication, left someone open, no one forgot to tell someone that they were low HP, It's been really good, well coordinated by both teams so far, as the C hit is coming out.
Yeah, here they come. First, Broskill going to pick up the first frag here, follow up with the second one from Broskill. We watch Aizu trying to support their teammate as they continue out here. So the push towards the C site not working out at all, but they are able to find themselves 1 frag there for Renjon as they're potentially moving on to a different site here. 20 seconds to go. They're going to get this plant down here on B.
Yep. Planted for the A-Link, another just classic rotation from Pookie, drawing the defenders all the way to C, then splitting their defense and getting the free plant on B. Now it will be a hard hold for them. They don't have a lot of guns. It's a 3 versus 4 situation.
They're already out for Aizu right now, sitting in their smoke, trying to find something that Sova, though, is going to be able to at least suss out some of this, but Aizu's being aggressive, pushes through their own smoke. In fact, just gets help from their teammates. They get it done too as well. Hans, though, looking to clutch one out once again, has to switch over to the pistol. Can they still get this done?
Yeah, and he finds it with the pistol. Hans doesn't even need his ult. All he needs is to look at them and they die. Thrifty for Pookie.
Yeah, and the emotions coming out on stage now. Hans, after securing that clutch with the classic of all to the Vandal, only 1 or 2 shots needed. Very good game sense there to keep playing around and flanking on the back after the tap there. Very close game so far. For sure. Very good to play here. And like you said on the adaptation, something that wasn't as prevalent until the second map, I think. think we found in the last game today. But these teams are doing it very, very well so far and keeping it close in map number 1.
Yeah, and right now we're seeing like why LAN is just completely awesome. Like, I've been casting for like 13 years now. I'm a boomer, and nothing beats LAN. Just seeing the players get hyped just as another level to this whole thing, and seeing the crowd get in there with it, it's awesome. Red John picking up the first frag in this round.
Now another season, and Pookie is coming up huge this round. 5 players versus 1. It's gonna be a flawless coming from Pookie, and they have turned up in the later half of their offensive
Last
side.
round in the half.
I love it. Yelling over their monitors, over towards the other team. They're just trying to get in their heads and get them going here now, because while it was a quick start that came up for Lotus 8, it's now 6-5. It's anyone's map.
Yeah, it was 6-0, I believe, now 6-5. Pookie absolutely dominating. You know, we were saying that before though. You know, the first round is often the hardest, so it just takes a little bit to get going. And once they find their footing, now Pookie is absolutely dominating with these site takes.
Yeah, and again, it's just been like we played like almost overstating it. The amount of adjustments that are kind of going back and forth. Both teams have kind of switched up strategies, like in just a 9 or 11 rounds. So I could do math. Yeah. they've switched it up so many times already, and both teams are just like, it's like watching a beautiful boxing match where both teams are just throwing different things at each other.
And C hit comes down as well. They will have to fight with the kill. Oh no, the Hunter Spirit is going to come out, break it. They should get the sight on by themselves. Nice lurk kill by Red John. Now it's going to be a 4 versus 3 retake for Lotus. They have the Phoenix ult.
Yeah, they're going to keep moving up forward. Like you mentioned, running back is available for them if they want to get through there. You're starting to tap the defuse, trying to force their position here, make them look and make them peek. Yellow will pick up one more. Quartz waiting for an opportunity to peek around the corner. Izu, meanwhile, getting themselves to the back of sight. Looking for an opportunity here. Izu will find one through that wall. They're starting to defuse. They'll get to halfway.
Last player standing.
All the walls go down, and they'll finish off the rest of them. Pookie pick up a big win and tie this one up after the half.
6-6 is just about the best you could hope
Switching
for as a
sides.
spectator. Great game so far, and great rounds by Pookie at the end there to adapt to overcome.
Yeah, that is incredible post-plant play there from Pookie, something that just kind of got them a little bit behind in the earlier stages of the game, just sort of getting used to the way that I guess Lotus 8 was playing around that post-plant scenario, but they really settled into that role. They have the characters for it with Astra and Sova, and as you said, tying up at 6-6 after that first few rounds when they were down 4-0, I believe, is absolutely critical going into the second half of this game.
Yeah, there was certainly even some worry right after the beginning. They were like, oh, we were hyping this up as the close match for the day, and then we were just like, oh, one team looks like they're running away with it already a little bit. But then here we are, 6-6, as close as they possibly can get at this point. There's full possibility of all 3 maps today.
Yeah, full possibility as we see Heisey just holding for the flank, isn't quite gonna get it, but the B hit goes, and Pookie's able to, or Lotus 8, excuse me, is able to hold them down so far. 3 versus 5, but the bomb is gonna go down.
Yeah, if Alana are able to pick up the first couple frags here, certainly huge potential for them to get it going here as they're watching Aizu make their way forward towards this now.
Oh, they have no idea.
Quartz gets one. Aizu's right here. 2 big frags with that flank. And that's a good win here for Lotus 8. Slowing down the momentum that Pookie, I believe, have won 4 in a row just before this.
Lotus 8 with the pistol round. I believe they won the pistol round earlier as well. Yeah, 2 pistol rounds in a row, I should say. Well played. But, you know, we've seen so many times in the game that, or rather today, that, you know, Thrifties are not a free win or by any means. So don't count Pookie out just yet. Obviously, Lotus 8 does have the advantage going into this round, but, you know, people do cook specifically anti-eco strats to see what Pookie can do.
Yeah, it gives them, it gives Lotus 8 another opportunity to start walking away in the second half, similar to they did after the first pistol round. But again, a chance to see how Pookie has adapted mid-map, which just shows the prowess of these teams and how far they've come to get here.
Ricky doing great work with that Spectre there. Full spray, able to find that first frag to get that early pick on here. It's going to certainly help out Lotus 8 as looks like
Down.
starting to move over towards the A site now. Volano scouting out with that drone first. Here's Quartz. You see Rosicos pulling off one more frag as they continue this hit onto the A site now. Kurt's waiting there, trying to find the one sheriff. Unable to do that yet.
Yeah, 5 versus 3 now for Lotus 8.
Spike
Should be able to get
planted.
the bomb down pretty easy. And Pookie might just be thinking about exits at this point, you know? Doesn't seem like a lot of hope for the round. Just get as many kills as you can, get the eco down on the enemy team, get some eco on your team.
Blocking vision.
Yeah, if you're able to at least force a couple of them to have to buy into the bonus round, that could potentially be huge. Try to do something with the shorty instead. They all go down. Lotus 8 with a flawless round.
Sprayed through the smoke with a shorty. The most tragic of tales. But it happens.
Sometimes you just go for it, right? Sometimes you're just like, you never know, whatever. I just have a shorty. Who cares?
That's like every game for me, you know?
Yeah, it's not I just go for it.
Every game I play pistol, I miss 2 shots and I pick a shorty the next round.
That's it. That's just how you play Valorant.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's just correct.
Not how these guys actually play.
Yeah, well, they're actually good, but we don't all get to be in the 2% of players.
Yeah, I want to point out how many members of Lotus 8 that are really coming through with impact plays here. We see
Taking that
Ricky, Aizu, Villano all having clutch, double, triple kills at moments. That's just catapulting their momentum in some of these rounds where it might not look in their favor.
Yeah, and that's always huge. Like when you're not just completely reliant on one player, you know that different players on your team can step up, and that's just like what makes this Lotus 8 team so impressive. Is that like really at any point, any player could do something huge for their team. So
Yeah. And it's so much more difficult as the opposing team. Like normally you just have to respect, like often it's the best player, their duelist or something like that. But just having to have like almost such anxiety.
Ricky gets in there, but look at everyone on their team getting a frag on that one. So that's just like we're just exemplifying what we're talking about.
Exactly. See, a lot of people would say, like
standing.
Ricky's a star player, but like just about everyone on both teams as well. Not just for Lotus 8, Pookie as well. All players are capable of popping off themselves.
Yeah, great. Another good round coming in from Lotus 8, and it feels good. It feels like if you're cheering for Lotus 8, it feels like okay, they got 3 in a row. They just do that again, and then it's match point. It's gonna be easy. But again, remember, this started 4-0. This started like it looked like it was gonna be all Lotus 8. Pookie made the adjustments to get themselves back into this round earlier.
No, yeah, you're so right. The same trajectory of the first half is the second half, with Lotus 8 getting the first 3 rounds. Or I guess last half it was 4 rounds, so remains to be seen. But just as we saw last round, and as you were saying, anything's possible. Pookie is absolutely capable of calling out as well as taking these safe frags.
This is absolutely huge for everyone here because we got tons of support for both teams, and it's very exciting to see the whole crowd here in it and ready to go here for this one. So here comes a hit towards the A site right now. Trying to push onto it here is Lotus 8, trying to continue the momentum they have. But Jello trying to get something done here. But they get taken down, and then one of their own teammates get taken down as well. That's going to let Villano get this plant down. That's going to be a 3v4 here for the retake.
Yeah, let's see if they can get at least 1, maybe 2 more picks to disrupt the economy of Lotus 8 a bit, as they are obviously not buying with the Sheriffs on this round. But with the Sheriff and that one-shot headshot as an available option, there's anything that can happen. Love to see our first thrifty of the series.
The trade coming out through here as we watch Villano get stunned up here a little bit. Han stepping up here with one of those Sheriffs, trying to find something down. But Ricky will find the shot through the smoke, and that will give Lotus 8 the 10-6 lead.
10-6 lead, 4 rounds up after the half, same as last time. But for Pookie, it's gotta. For Pookie, it does feel, and they are gonna take the timeout. It does feel a lot scarier at this point. Like being down 4-0 is fine, but being down by 4 rounds and having 2 rounds away, from losing the game is a substantially different ballgame.
Yeah, exactly. So you can understand the timeout and wanting to calm things down, because this is important. Because again, we talk about how sometimes best of 3s feel like, I have multiple maps, but you don't want to be down.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're thinking like, hey, if we can timeout, get things calmed down and get things closer again, we don't want to be in a situation where we have to reverse sweep if you're on Pookie's side. So they're trying their best over here tonight.
Yeah, and as we can take a little bit of a look at the scoreboard during the timeout, we see Ricky carrying his team at the top 16-10, and on the other side is Pookie, and you see a much more evened out kill feed, I'd say. 12 or 11 kills, obviously, than the Duelist and the Sentinel with the 6. But, you know, as a Duelist, that tends to happen a lot. You are running in. We see Jello all the time making space for his team. He's getting traded, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, every member of Pookie, you can see, very capable of fragging up for their team.
Yeah, but what a bonus when your Killjoy is your frag.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like everyone, you still have other duelists that are still providing things, and there's like no shade to like you losing in frags to your Killjoy, but it's like, there's just so much potential for this team when you have a player like Ricky.
Yeah, and I absolutely love Haven on Killjoy on
Placing swarm
or
grenade.
Haven with Killjoy specifically. Got it. No, he's talking about the ability to control 3 lanes, but what that means in a practical sense, especially for rookies we've seen, is his work game is absolutely unstoppable. He always knows where they are, and it's always where they are. And wow, it's the Phoenix on Void getting one.
Void, I was about to say, it's like Void heard me when he said, hey, the duelists need to get more frags here, but apparently Volano's going to go out there and shut that one down. Jello, though, will take down Volano in revenge of their
Last
teammate.
player
That's going to
standing.
now leave Ricky all by themselves here in a 1v3 situation, and Pookie, once again, after losing a few rounds in a row, are going, we could just make this comeback, just like we did the first half.
Yeah, wait a minute, we just click on their heads, and that's what they did. And you know what? They won the round. Now down by 3. They get the kill. They're gonna give the donate the alt orb to the Astra, of course. Might as well. But nice round by Pookie. It seemed like they were. I want to say a lot more in control almost.
Right.
They didn't seem as panicked. A lot of these rounds that we've been seeing the Lotus be the last 4 rounds is they kind of just been getting in and like using all their util, hitting their heads, dominating instantly. But that round, Pookie did a good job of just staying alive, staying calm, composed, and as they came in, just funneling into their headshots.
Yeah, because it looked like for a moment it looked like Void was going to step up there and just like make a nightmare to Pookie, but they were able to, Pookie was able to slow that down, and that just was able to turn the whole round away for them. And yeah, once again, we're the exact same situation. They started down 4-0, but we already know they have the poise to make this kind of a comeback.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely do, but now Lotus 8, you know, each kill going to mean a lot more now. Not a lot of eco going around as the trades come through. 4 versus 3 for Lotus, but now 3 versus 3 as the 100 Fury comes in, takes out Void.
All right. So this game's pace has picked up a lot compared to where it was just in the first half.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, like I guess Lotus 8 just want to play their attacker side just much more aggressively, and we're seeing that in spades here. And it's worked out for most of it so far, but now we're sitting at a 3v3 and what feels like a very, very important round for Pookie to make sure that Lotus 8 doesn't run away with this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Probably a must-win for Pookie. Going to be very big if they do. And Hans was convinced they were on C site, but no, they looped back around Garage. Haven classic rotations to pull people into bad positions, played expertly by Pookie. As a result, they are going to get this. By Lotus 8, and as a result, they are going to be able to get the site and the plant down.
Yeah, this is a huge plan, and this is a huge play coming in through there here right now. And 2 members left of Pookie. Like I said, this feels like a really important round, so it feels like you need to go forth and get in there, and that's what Jello feels. They're going to use the Blade Storm to get themselves into position. They also have the Operator to try to make a play here, but can Ricky once again shut him down, pushing aggressively through that smoke once again. Aizu on site, finds the Sova, takes him down, has one more target to finish off here.
Oh. Thinking of Pookie. Oh, and now he has the op. There is the Hunter's Fury available.
They're trying to use that Hunter's Fury to slow down any attempt. So on this, but Jello aggressively pushed out. Do they suss this out?
Steps.
He's able to find the kill, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get the bomb or his op back, unfortunately. So still a good round by Lotus B, getting the win in the end. Well played by the Sobas, buying the time with the Hunter's Fury. And now 11-7 for Lotus 8.
Yeah, what a wild round that certainly was, and how important that was, but a huge defense able to put through there to keep this 11-7 lead right now here for Lotus 8. And
it does look like Pookie is going to be forcing, but as you can see, not the greatest force coming out from them. Hans and RV both forced onto pistols, going to do what they can, but with only 2 kills or 2 rounds potentially left in the game, being forced onto pistols is not where you want to be.
Yeah, this could be very troublesome. If they drop this round, they have no money left for match point.
Yeah.
And so they're committing hard to make sure that they can make it 11-8, give them an extra bit of breathing room for when they eventually lose that match point round, if that happens. And the trade coming out early.
And you saw,
Got away with that one a little bit.
you saw it there, and he had the frenzy, not a rifle, and he gets punished for it. But now the rest of Lotus 8 getting punished in return. 3 versus 2 for Rookie. They needed to show up this round, and they do exactly that.
Last player
One member
standing.
left, just Aizu.
Aizu trying to stop this. Will take down one. They'll be able to move over to the other side of the site. What they can here. 53 seconds here left in the round, and this one's a big one. First, trying to get some information there with their bot, with their drone, trying to find them out here. Aizu walking up slowly. Hans just around this corner, but actually moving the other way.
Unfortunately for both teams, neither team has a lot of info on where the other one is. Aizu in particular. Yeah, you can see he's so scared, has no idea where they are.
30 seconds
so
left.
cautious. He does have the bomb on site. He does have the opportunity to plant, but he's just trying to make sure he's safe, trying to like suss them out before he can. But he is just gonna say go for it. He's gonna get the bomb down. Now we're gonna be fine.
Not calculated the way he would like it to as he accidentally walks in there.
Ooh, fighting my urge not to make a joke right now is what I meant to say. As unfortunately, he gets taken out by the aftershock on the molly. It is going to be, I guess, we take that a kill for Hans and the round win for Hans as well. 11-8. Look, much better. Still going to be very hard on the ego for the side of Pookie, but it's something. They're in the game. It's not as hard as it would have been if they had lost that. So.
Oh yeah, certainly they have all the potential here to still pull this one out, and this is just like shaping up to exactly what we kind of talked about before the game. This being really close. It does feel like Lotus 8 are a little bit quicker to the punch when they're finding out how to take advantages, but Pookie slowly learns, slowly adjusts, slowly adapts, and then they get themselves into this game. And right now, it still feels like anyone overtime still feels possible.
Absolutely it is 11-8, but by no means out here. They've got 3 ults available, it's including a lodge for entry, and entry they will, dashing onto site.
Skills trying to make a highlight reel play here, jumping up on top there with that Blaze Storm, trying to see what they can get happening here. Renjon gets punched in the face though, first knife right in their head.
Yeah, Broskill's been very strong on the jet this game so far. More trades are going through with the Spike is yet to be down after their take on B. Rotating over, and Villano's getting that down now.
Running back activated by Void. That does give them at least information on where Quartz was there.
Jello gonna find the singular kill on the offside. Now in a flank position, can do huge damage from here.
Big 3v3 here. Giant retake that needs to happen here. Void's gonna be able to pick up a couple frags. Both gonna get that one, and Void finishes that one off. Lotus 8 now have themselves map point.
Oh my goodness, what a hold by Lotus through the breach ult, and they don't even get a single trade. The breach ult hit 2 of them too. They just headshot them back right through the breach stun. Great aim, great play by Lotus to put them onto match point. And now Pookie looking, they have 3 ults on defense. They have the way. I'm hoping they still have the will here last round, not out yet, and only 1 ult on the side of Lotus, and it's realistically it's Omen ult, so not Pookie in position to win this round, but not a lot of guns, 2 rifles only, 3 pistols. They're gonna do their best, but it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, they do have the Blade Storm as well in hand, so it's not a complete throwaway, but it definitely is an underdog story in this match point for Pookie if they want to survive and not be on, not have their tournament on the line in the next map, which is Bind. We'll see what they can pull out in this round. Maybe get a couple early picks just to give them an advantage for a take, but Lotus 8 has been so coordinated in taking these sites that it's going to be very difficult.
Oh, but he just gets domed through the smoke twice!
Cast or curse?
Yeah, that was your fault, sorry.
Yeah, Renjon saying we ain't done yet. Getting 2 done here quickly. Potential for another one if they can get a jump on Void here.
Oh, he is going to find the one now. It's a 2 versus 4 situation. They do have sight, they have bombs, so they will be able to get the plant down, but it's going to be a very difficult hold coming in for the side of Lotus 8. Hopefully Pookie was able to pick up some guns. They should be walking at least 3 Vandals as well as the Blade Storm now, so full guns.
Remaining.
Quartz.
Spike down.
Getting 1 more. That's going to leave 1 member left here in Void. So Pookie not willing to give up this map, not quite yet. Void will get one more frag at least to top it off, but Pookie, again, they did not have full buy there for that. That was definitely a forced buy to do what they can to keep this game alive, and they get it done.
On the back foot and decide just to flip out of it instead. Incredible play by Pookie there, getting that round win in the absolutely essential win. And now, importantly, they still have 2 ults. Yeah, they kept the Killjoy ult as well as the Astral Divide. So, probably 2 of the higher impact ultimates in the game as well for these 3 rounds. Should be able to cycle more, and still no ult on the side of L8.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge. So Pookie, if they can pull something off here and then potentially hurt the economy of Lotus 8. So it is starting to dwindle here a little bit. If they can start hurting it, they have potential to, again, just force overtime.
Yeah, for sure. If Lotus 8 loses this round, they will be forced onto the save, I believe. So big round coming out for Pookie as well. If they can win this round, they probably win the other as the site hit starts.
Here they come now. Quartz gets it started, but there could be answered back quickly. They're able to get another couple there from Brosicles. Huge clutch shooting there coming out now. So they're going to get this plant down. It's only 2 people here for Pookie for the retake.
Oh, but they both have their ults available, and honestly, the 2 best retake ults in the game, probably, KJ and Astra. They will have to stick on the defuse. It's going to be difficult. Hopefully they get the half.
One enemy
Trying to put this
remaining.
out now. They're going to take them out. That's going to leave Izu all by themselves here. Try to pull us off, but Void is just around this corner. And that was the run it back. I didn't even recognize that was the run it back, to be honest with you. So Hughes trying to stick onto the defuse there, but that's going to be Lotus 8 taking map number 1.